Hello, my friends. Welcome to the House of Knowledge. My name is Katekaev Г.М. I'm very glad to welcome you on our webinar that include answers to the most common questions you've sent to us. The topic of the webinar is air traveling. As it was mentioned in the video lesson, there are different ways of traveling, but the fastest and the most secure is by plane. So while traveling by plane, you have to remember the following collocations. Check-in desk, стойка регистрации. Baggage reclaim, выдача багажа. Departure board, доска отправления. Departure lounge, зал отправления. Duty free shop, магазин duty free. Conveyor belt, конвейер. Passport control, паспортный контроль. So why flying by plane is the best way to travel? During our webinar, we'll answer to this question and other questions. Well, it's safe. The old adage that flying is the safest way to travel still holds true today. The recent track records of the airline industry notwithstanding. On a daily basis, there are more than 93,000 scheduled commercial aircraft flights across the world, and yet we can go weeks or months without a fatal crash. When you crunch the numbers, the chances of you being on board an aircraft that crashes is infinitesimally small. In fact, you are more likely to be struck by lightning than to be in an airplane crash. But should your flight actually go down, you are also likely to still survive. A study of all the air crashes that took place in the US between 1993 and 2000 showed that more than 90% of passengers and crew survived. Flight costs are surprisingly affordable. It may not seem like it, but when adjusted for inflation, airline tickets prices are actually near an all-time low. In fact, they have been declining steadily for 30 years, allowing more of us to fly than ever before. Increased competition, more efficient aircraft, and the ability to bargain shop for flights online have all played a role in this trend. And while we may still balk at the price of airfare when it is time to book, we are fortunate to live in an era when the cost of flying is still affordable, relatively speaking. It is still the fastest way to get anywhere. If you only have a limited number of days to travel, and you truly want to spend quality time at your destination, then flying is still your best choice. If you are flying domestically, chances are you can find a flight that will deliver you to your destination early in the day, allowing you to start your vacation as soon as you arrive. If you elect to drive, you could spend days in the car before you even get to that place, drastically cutting down on the amount of time that you can spend there. And at the end of your trip, when you are ready to go home, a flight can get you there in a matter of a few hours, while facing a return trip by car can seem painful. It is the only way to get to some places. Want to visit Paris, have dreams of lounging on a beach in Tahiti, then flying really is the only option you have. The days of taking a slow boat to Europe or anywhere else in the world for that matter are long ago. For international travelers, flying opens up nearly an unlimited number of possibilities, allowing us to visit distant lands, experience unique destinations, and explore our planet to the fullest. Many of those places simply would not be an option for most of us without modern air travel. And if you love immersing yourself in foreign cultures, then the airplane is literally and figuratively your vehicle to the world. In-flight entertainment. Modern aircrafts are often equipped with state-of-the-art entertainment systems that put a selection of movies, television shows, music, and games right at our fingertips. This can help time to pass more quickly while on a flight and allow us to relax more in the process. But even if your aircraft doesn't have a built-in entertainment system, chances are you brought one with you. Most travelers now come equipped with smartphones and tablets which can fill the entertainment void nicely. We can be productive. Carrying a laptop with you when traveling, plus having some free time aboard the aircraft while in flight can give you the opportunity to be more productive than if you were driving to your destination. If you have a long flight, it can be the perfect time to pull out the computer and get some work done, or even just back up photos from your trip. Planes on domestic routes now offer in-flight internet as well, allowing you to catch up on emails or check in with friends and family back home. Those same internet services are coming soon on international flights as well, truly opening the opportunities to be productive while in the air. The sense of community. Flying, particularly in economy class, can create a sense of community amongst passengers. There is often a sense that everyone on the aircraft is traveling together, even if just for a brief time. This can in turn knock down barriers and create good conversations between passengers. I have found that people are generally very excited about the journey they are about to undertake, and they often want to share their excitement with others. On more than one occasion, I have had an interesting and fun conversation with someone that I was seated next to, which helped the flight to pass quickly. Sure, you'll occasionally get someone who doesn't feel like talking or worse yet, is a complete oddball, but more often than not, the sense of camaraderie that is felt between passengers can create a brief in-air friendship that makes the flight more enjoyable. You can sleep. If you are one of those lucky passengers who can doze off on an airplane, then flying gives you an opportunity to catch up on your sleep and arrive at your destination rested and ready to go. A quick nap can help shorten the flight time as well and leave you refreshed for whatever adventures await. As someone who isn't able to sleep on a plane, I'm always envious of those who can. Great views. If you are lucky enough to get a window seat, you are often treated to some great views just out the window. There is nothing quite like soaring over the countryside while lakes, rivers, mountains, and other beautiful landscapes pass beneath. Even at night, when darkness shrouds the sky, it is fun to look out and see the island of light that spread across the world below. Sure, you can get good views from other forms of transportation as well, but there is nothing that compares to that bird's eye view you get from an airplane. Did I mention it's safe? Yes, I already addressed this, but it is an important enough topic that I thought it was worth mentioning again. It has been said many times that flying is statistically the safest way to travel. Just how safe is it? How's this for a statistic? The chance of you boarding a flight that will be in a fatal accident is 1 in 7 million. That translates to meaning that even if you flew every day of your life, you would have to fly for 19,000 years before you would experience a fatal crash. That's a lot of frequent flyers miles. Well, my friends, now you know why it is better to travel by plane. The webinar is over for now. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.